my god, how could this happen? Alright.
Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike Curley.
It is Frank Curley, and
we are fleeing the scene of the crime.
Yes. Not for the first time on this quest. Alright, and now we are basically going to go into town.
Alright. See what we got.
Ah, yes. One of Mari's heroes passes. Come on through.
Oh yeah, Mari's the woman we rescued.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, the Magister? Maester?
No, the bridge lady.
Oh, okay. Whoa. What's up, dudes? Barricades. Barrel. Barricades. Saddle Watcher.
Alright, now, as per usual, we get into an RPG like this. Oh, it's Attack of the Quest hooks, so let's take things one at a time.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times.
And I think that's how he was caught.
I wonder if they'll remember me.
Alright.
Alright, so Meister's house is to the northwest.
Alright, yeah, let's go say hi. And occasionally move things.
Alright, and there's that kid.
What's up, kid?
The Meister's back! The Meister's back! She doesn't feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Ooh.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I got healing magic here, lady. You could pass.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
Yeah, so.
Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Yeah, but this might be our fault a little bit.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come,
Belly rubs are
God-woken.
involved as well.
It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion.
Oh, you're a full hit point. You're fine.
Kindly remove that painting from the wall.
This one.
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you.
Did you press the button?
Push
Right.
the button.
Oh, I just took it off the wall.
Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you.
Okay.
Taking your time, You carefully enter the combination.
1, 2,
The
3,
metallic
4,
sounds
5.
of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
I'm gonna sell that kid that painting.
Yeah, she's being a bit rude.
I'm stealing your bread too.
Ancient runes? Weird
Feel
contraptions?
free to look
This
about
place is
while I
an
catch
alchemist's
my
dream.
breath.
Oh yeah, this is where we fill
Come
our.
speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
Weird contraptions.
Ooh, a chain lightning spell.
Places
Or a
an
scroll.
alchemist's dream.
Well, let's not take anything too hastily.
I'm seeing. I'm gonna sit in this lavish chair. Very awkwardly because my tail is clipping through it.
Say nothing about your hat.
Treaties on Humanity. Let's read this. Mostly her griping about humanity, I guess. Assortment of books. To the Lumberjack Magicians. To read to learn about crafting. A Hungry Flower Scroll. Oh. To summon stuff. Okay.
And she just kind of happens to have a Molotov cocktail in the back.
A Source Orb.
Not sure what those do.
Taking it anyway. And a Razzle Dazzle Grenade. Incinerator Control Valve. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we'll be using that in a moment. Oh,
A wooden figurine. Bottles. Potion of Strong Will. And an empty bottle.
Actually, I just check if we have any more mushrooms.
Oh, most powerful scrolls are made with source orbs.
Oh.
Source skills that you can... Oh!
Yeah, again, there's a lot of things I just haven't touched.
Potion of bottles. Ingredient cupboards.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
Alright, you want to see what she's up, what she wants?
Yep.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face
Again,
seems
healing
grim as she
spells.
turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Meister Siva's stare bores into your soul. It is still, analytical, and ice cold.
Indeed, some people seem to think so. Mostly they're idiots, but in some cases they're mad dogs.
The
not
Meister
feel
rests
like
her
that.
hand on her arm, where one of her wounds has just reopened. She squeezes hard, ignoring the trickle of blood running down her claw.
I pray you're more idiot than mad dog. It would be a shame to expend all this effort just to see you put down. Indeed. If only there were a divine here to heal my poor mortal body.
The Meister goes quiet for a moment, staring at the gashes that crisscross her body.
If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice.
It's a pretty sweet deal to me. Where do I sign
Make
up?
no mistake. The divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. When you become the divine, there is no more self.
Ah. That'll catch 22.
For just a
Yep.
moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty.
Yeah, the way it's presented, it's not
Without a new divine, Rivellon will die.
not all that dissimilar to like being Elden Lord
Hmm.
in Elden Ring.
Never played that, so I don't know what that means.
More or less, the God King of the land.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Once, although not by a god woken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
Huh.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing slightly.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. And putting our faith in you is a risk Rivellon must take.
Fair enough.
If you need more detailed information about the ritual, see the tome on a plinth by the bookcase. But be quick about it. We do not have much time.
Okay, so the cupboard.
Yeah, I always forget what the hell the thing is. Let's see, is that the bowl? That's the sensor, okay.
Notes on Godwoken Ascension. Single piece of black root in the ritual bowl. Draw mud. City lancet. Flame. Oh, here's the cup. It's a pot.
Nope.
Oh, here's the bowl. I checked my inventory. I didn't grab the thing back, did I? Found a key. Blackroot, she said, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
Did you grab the...
Medusa had spelled one. What? Oops. I don't remember seeing black roots.
Oh, let me check your inventory.
I'm checking my inventory. Not in there.
I could have sworn you grabbed something.
I've grabbed several things, but not blackroot.
Yeah, I'll walk around.
Found it?
Yes. Click on that cover.
Oh, that cover. in the
the
ingredient
door,
cupboard.
you see a selection of ingredients,
Yeah.
thrown together in no particular order.
And then
After
where
a
the hell
quick
do we
rummage,
put the
you spot the black root,
the
nestled between the
obsidian-
grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil.
lance up?
You gather up the black root, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Oh, okay, so the bowl's in there. Alright.
We got the bowl. Okay, so you need. Do you have the knife?
Yeah, it has all the stuff in there.
Okay.
So I just.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll read the directions. All right. So, place the black root in the ritual bowl.
How
Okay.
do I do that?
There should be on the controller. There should be some kind of like right click function where you can combine it with something else.
Alright. Do I put all three in there or just
Okay, so
all in the black root?
all right, so place the black root in there. Now draw blood with the obsidian lancet, and then basically just combine that with what you have in the bowl.
Hold on. I have the I'm using the combined with thing.
Right.
Okay. Do I combine all three at once? Or do I combine the black root in the bowl, and then separately do the obsidian lancet thing?
You can do it separately. So let's just do it that way. All right. So you got the black root in the bowl.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now use the lancet. Now combine that with the bowl.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Save again, and then you're gonna place the bowl. You're gonna place the ball in the center. Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to the directions.
Alright, that's not what. Damn it. Alright, then incinerate it.
Set flame to the bowl and its contents.
Alright, you gotta be over here too, or?
Yeah, I'll come over.
Here we go. Alright, time to use the hallucinogenic
As you
smoke
suck
cloud.
the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is
Don't
an
do drugs,
intense
kids.
pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
And we're back here.
There we go again. Oh, you're in another place?
Yep. Let's see. Do you want to go first?
Sure, let's see what we got here. Oh, more of these things. Alright. Spirit quest here. Guess just straight ahead.
Yeah. Just go straight forward.
There are little alcoves here, but nothing in them.
Yeah.
Alright. Who are you? Oh, you look like another lizard. Oh, you look like... That's me. I don't have to fight myself.
Bathed in the half-light of these
I forgot
starless
what
barrens,
happens
you
exactly.
spot a figure you could only describe as a second self.
Are you copying me? Is this me stronger than me?
I'll take it as a compliment.
And weak, its very voice
it's
but a
not.
feeble echo of your own.
My chosen. Come closer, so that you may see me
Oh,
as
yeah,
I
yeah.
truly am. You will see when you look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
blind eyes. Shine brightly. Speak the spell
Spirit vision.
and see.
Oh yeah, you can speak. You can detect dead people
Oh, cool.
and speak to them. Okay, so you went through yours.
Yeah.
All right.
Said to cast a spell, so I'm going to cast a spell.
All right, so I'll go ahead and go through mine.
Oh, it's only okay.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before
Oh.
you stands the goddess
That was the goddess.
Zorstissa in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your
I'm not doing
god-woken
the thing with
soul is my last
Zorostissa.
refuge, my last bastion.
Oh, did you go through yours yet, or?
Of what you have to
Yeah,
offer.
he gives you a spell, I cast a spell, and now I'm talking to the god.
Oh, okay. I stepped ahead.
Zorstissa nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods,
Oh boy.
leeching us in
Save
ways
the
we
gods
never
and
thought
maybe become
possible.
the gods.
Droplet by droplet,
A nice
being
goal.
drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Our battle is a work in progress. I never said we can't turn the tide. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are
I also got
I.
God's soul in me.
Together we are a force to be
Yeah.
reckoned with.
I guess that's what God woken
But if we
means.
seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now.
Alright, vastly more powerful sounds good to me.
That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
That is a Brandon Sanderson book.
Oh, sorry, what?
The Well of Ascension. It's from, it's a thing from Mistborn.
Oh, nice.
It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source, in which the powers of the Seven lie united.
Pure source. That's let's go
We
take a
gave
bath.
them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs. I know. Or did you think I chose you for those pretty eyes alone?
I mean, I'm sure that was a factor. Pretty eyes.
One must
Well, sounds
never
just a
enter
handsome
into
lizard.
any endeavor, though,
By
without
Lizard Sanders.
realizing the stakes. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims
That's right. You were telling me it was like
will
the end of the
be
game.
Everything.
Sometimes it's
The
like
void's
you versus
doom.
your partners.
This world's liberator.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if we stay true to the party
We will
members,
either bow
yeah,
to
we'll be
you
fine.
or be undone.
Gotcha.
But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god woken as we speak. We both
Worse was worse.
know
You
they
have persuasion. I'm not going to argue with you.
just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one
be a
can become
Billy
a
and
god
Jimmy
strong enough to safeguard
situation.
our world.
Billy and Jimmy.
One
The
at
original
expense of all others.
Double Dragon. And, yeah.
Billy and Jimmy.
Yes.
I heard Billy and Jimmy.
No, there's only the one Jimmy.
There could be only one.
So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved.
Yeah, the original
with dead
Double Dragon.
gods.
You beat the boss and then
Their
you beat up
blood on
whoever,
your
the guy you were fighting
murderous
next to.
hands.
Yep. Yes. Well, there could be only
Interesting
one.
twist for like The
For
very
these
first
sins will
co-op
be
beat 'em
washed
up?
clean by the
Yeah.
man who committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin. and
TV
your
show has
loved
pretty good, cool
ones,
theme though.
And the world
Yeah.
they live in. I promise that yours alone will be the powers of the lake. And to the lake I will lead you. But not yet. Not until you
Now
become a
imagining
true
Lost House
master of
walking
the
in the lake,
source.
just coming out his guts.
Until you speak the language of creation itself.
Yeah.
I mean, that would fit. He's a god
Our
lizard.
journey
Already breathing
fraught
fire.
with peril.
Yeah, there you go.
It is a pilgrimage of
It's not
challenges
atomic
that
fire
will
yet.
require you to command Source like only a Godwoken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
That's a super secret ending for drinking all the toxic void.
Laughter rolls and
Source or
echoes
whatever
into
that-
infinity.
You flatter me, my chosen. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received.
Sir Laura is just right behind me, waiting for me to get through this dialogue. Doing his like little
We
squirrel dance.
are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivalon, and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you
Another ghost
their
behind me.
deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that'll make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits.
That's like the
The
sight.
souls of the
Yeah.
dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them.
It's another
Where
layer
the
to just
dead
the insane
Dead
amount of depth
linger.
this game goes into.
And so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul, that you'll have to hunt for yourself. Best of luck, my champion.
So. Oh, okay, there's a tab.
A
Another guy here.
man's spirit stands before you.
Sweet Armadia,
So-
why
Spirit
do
of
you
the
test your
Chronicler.
chronicles
when you go
so
when you get back to the
haunting
mortal realm, let me know and I'll
Am
continue
I
with this.
cursed? Has the goddess turned her back on me?
The chronicler shudders, looking sick to his stomach.
Again. This again. I sleep, then I wake, and
Who's this
another piece of the
chronicler?
world is gone.
Chronicler.
Yeah, there's a Spirit of the Chronicler here.
The Empress. It was her. It was that armor.
Well,
Oh, she
I
said died for the
it,
Empress's
and now
armor.
I'm trapped here.
Did we
I
run into something like
died.
that
Oh,
for the-
Armadia.
in the first part of the game? Maybe.
Why can't I escape? Why
Well-
is there never a way out? Me?
I'll go through my
archived
bit when you're
Rivalon's
done,
history.
and then I'll see if
used
I can
ink to
answer some of this.
immortalize greatness on the page.
Okay.
A lizard empress sought my
This Empress sought her
services.
services.
She needed an ancient
services.
design restored from a damaged text. She told me the design was brilliant. When the armor was forged, the empress
Ooh,
showed
trapped
it to
in
me,
some
and
armor. That's crazy.
she trapped me inside.
This
Consumed
isn't something I'm wearing, is it?
Oh, sorry, what happened?
Nothing.
If it wasn't for me, the armor wouldn't exist at all.
Oh, it's a-
this. Oh, this is
a quest.
my fault. If I knew the way, I'd shout until every god heard me. But I have
The chronicler puts his.
Yeah, I
head
think
in
I'll
his
do.
hands,
I'll just watch the
collapsing in
recording once it's
silent
published.
defeat.
Yeah. Alright. See you later. Back to the hallucinogenic smoke cloud.
Okay, so
The monster
let's
stares
see.
intently
Now
at
the
you.
Meister's staring
Her
at me.
eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
You know what? Pause there.
Yeah, I'll chill out here.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Okay, so apparition, blah blah blah.
Blind eyes.
Shine brightly. Speak the spell and see.
Yep, there we go. Got a spell to reveal, etc. Cool. Alright. Activate skills, put that there.
Dawn is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god
Yeah, okay.
in all his spectral glory.
You know me, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Sandelius nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Don't you dare be ungrateful after all I've done for you. I sheltered you. Now you must shelter me. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very
the elf
survival.
goddess is telling you the same things that
losing, and should we truly lose,
Blizzard told me. Get the
all will be
source.
cast
Be the
into
god
oblivion.
woken. Screw over your partners.
Pretty much.
If I was clever, I would cut these together in the edit, so it just jumps back and forth.
Yeah.
But
to save us both.
It's a lot of time
as a
and
matter
effort.
of fact. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs. There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be
I
enough.
think that's just
You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything
I will say
will
the
be
year
everything.
Wassons was not as snazzily
The Void's
dressed.
doom, this world's liberator.
Well, they take off the helmet.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that with mine. It's kind of hard not to notice.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like, oh, I'm going to look into your eyes. Like, where the fuck are they?
Yeah.
Or, excuse my French. I forgot. Do we swear on these? It's been a while. I think we've sworn.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it really matters is if it's in the first minute. That's when they demonetize you.
Yep.
Not that we're making any money on this anyway.
Nope.
But
So use apply.
It's very simple, really. They will either bow to you, or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god-woken.
oh, Sir Laura is with you.
Yep.
We both know they won't bow.
Really very curious
Just
as
like
to what's
we
going on.
both
Because I
know
don't think
you
Sir Laura's a god.
will never bow
No.
to them.
What about the cat, the mount?
Well, the cat isn't God. Well, the cat probably thinks it's God.
Only one
Most cats
can
do.
become a
Yeah.
god strong enough to safeguard our world. One,
That's like, of course I
at
should
the
be
expense
talking
of
to
all
gods.
others.
Yep. One expensive
So
all
make no
others.
mistake, my champion. Chances are, the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your murderous hands.
The road to the divinity are paved with dead gods.
But don't let that
Only room for
dismay.
one at the top.
For these
Yeah.
sins will be washed clean by the
Possibly.
knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you are ready, when you've become a true master of the Source, and speak the language of creation itself.
But yeah, the gods have a very screw you, got mine attitude toward all this.
That's what
Our
I'm
journey
getting
will be
the sense of.
filled with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like
I think we
only a
get
god
toward,
will.
toward the end of it, I'm starting to
and
recognize some of
wield
these.
its most
Yep.
powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage after all, if not a journey of atonement, in search of enlightenment? Focus not on death and irony, my chosen. On life and ascension instead. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become
Source
master in
masters.
turn.
Yep.
Learn from them.
So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell.
Avatar: The Last
Convince
Airbender
them
field
to
trip.
share with you
Yep.
their deep-seated bond with the Source.
Be the very best, like no one ever was.
Once you have, you may return to me here.
Ask what is to your eyes.
Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is, immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations and you will see them. And so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul, that you'll have to hunt for yourself. Best of luck, my champion.
Alright, the Chronicler?
A man's spirit stands before you,
I don't
clad in
remember.
scholarly dress. When your eyes meet, he staggers back.
Sweet Armadia, why do you test your chronicler so, haunting me with spirits? Am I cursed? Has the goddess turned her back on me?
The chronicler shudders, looking sick to his stomach.
Again. This again.
If he talks about
I sleep,
being
then
put
I
in somebody's
wake, and
armor.
another piece of the world is gone. The Empress. It was her. It was that armor.
Okay.
I died for it, and now I'm trapped here. I died. Oh, Armadia. Why can't I escape? Why is there never a way out?
It's the
Me?
heaviest thing I'm carrying.
I archived Rivellon's history.
6 pounds?
I used
Come on.
ink to immortalize
give
greatness
that
on the
to Yvonne.
page.
I mean, 6 pounds, that's... it's spread out.
That's a heavy brew.
Yeah, but it's also spread out,
A lizard empress sought my services.
Anyway.
She needed an ancient
Little
design
ridiculous.
restored from a damaged text.
A little ridiculous.
Well, I mean, think about concentrated 5-pound weight in your hand. Yeah, and then spread that, crossed.
I don't know. Swords aren't 6 pounds.
She
Yeah.
told me
They're
the
made of
design
metal.
was brilliant.
Honestly,
When the armor was forged,
I
the empress
guess they're
showed it
like
to me,
7 or 8.
And she trapped me
Depends
inside.
on the sword.
Consumed me. If it wasn't for me, the armor wouldn't exist at all.
I don't
This.
know. I feel like
Oh, this is
I
my
don't know, I have no
fault.
basis for this, but I feel like that's a lot for a sword.
If I knew the
You're
way,
swinging
I'd
something
shout
7 or 8
until every
pounds.
god heard me.
Well,
But I
again,
have no idea. I simply want this to end.
The chronicler
Oh,
puts
oh,
his head in
oh,
his
this
hands,
chronicler
collapsing
guy.
in...
okay.
Here we go.
Alright, back to the fumes.
Alright. Maester's staring at me still.
Oh, shit. Here. Alright.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you
he ain't
after
dead.
all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Lady, you gotta talk about personal space. You're in my bubble.
I'll have a
Tell me,
drink
what
first.
did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? Indeed not. And ever more difficult when you've been purged. I was a master of sauce once, but no longer. The Magisters saw to that.
Oh no, that's the dead guy standing there. Ghost.
Well,
Probably that assistant.
yeah, like you mentioned.
The river of my source has been dammed. My link to the font from which it flows, severed. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain.
Of course.
Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
I do like choice 3.
These are the
The
kinds of
Wasson's
creatures
the answer.
Yeah.
pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. Fun is not the word I would choose. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of
And
blood
I
from the
got
corner of her
healing
mouth.
spells.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Well, I
And you
think-
do not seem to be paying attention.
I think it's implied in this game.
Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured.
Alright, so we gotta
They
raid
would be an
Magisters.
invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time. And I
Don't
promise
worry,
you
we
the
can
gallows
just
was the most
run
comfortable
roughshod
part
over
of the
them.
experience.
That's what we've been doing all game.
And if their barracks turns out to be as
But,
empty as
yeah,
their
let's-
skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground.
Let's
There may
also
still be powerful sorcerers
be
hiding
careful
in these
because there
As
are
she
innocents
speaks,
among the
one of her
Magisters,
wounds
so we don't want to go
reopens, a dark
completely
red stain spreading across her tunic.
murder crazy.
She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Let's see, and
Yeah. Spirit
The
is
spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself.
Oh, this is what you get.
I lie
Yep.
to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Yep.
let's see. Actually, you can talk to the squirrel.
Squirrel? Oh, to
Yeah.
Laura?
Did you see the
There, Quirkus.
exclamation point?
Do you think it'll
It's
ever...
just telling me the same thing it always tells me.
Is it? Huh.
Alright, well, I think that's a good enough place to chill out for now.
Alright,
So, I'm Mike Curley.
this is Frank Early, and we did that without murder.
Refill your source.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Drink up.
Yeah, let me just put my head under that, and there we go.
Alright. Again, I'm Mike Curley.
This is Frank Early.
Good
Good
night.
night.